Good morning, it is day 7. I'm starting to lose track of the days. I'm now having to calculate on my fingers. I'm like, I got here on Friday, it's now, yeah, and just calculate that way. But yeah, we're still in Örebro, parked up at the train station, decided to stay here overnight because we got back really late. It was about 10:30 at night, and I was like, it's going to be dark roads to get to the nice place by the lakeside that I was planning to stay at. So we were like, we'll just stay here. Like, there's no signs up saying no, and it's free overnight until 8 AM. It's currently about 7:15 in the morning. So yeah, we decided to stay. The trains still run overnight, which is really weird, and with it being a city centre, obviously extremely noisy. You've got like people racing about, the police chasing them. I could hear ambulances during the night. I barely got any sleep. I probably got about 3 hours, so I do not feel refreshed this morning. Hopefully going to find a nicer place tonight to sleep. So yeah, stick to my plan, I think, is what I'm going to do from now on. Don't be convinced to do otherwise. So yeah, gonna head off this morning. One thing I have noticed is Bertie has collected about 1 million flies on our travels. Like, I don't know if you can see all of these. I've tried to give it a quick wipe to get the bulk off, but like, and I clean this windscreen like every single day, and it's still got like bits everywhere. It's just mad. Covered in flies. I reckon by the end of this trip I'll probably have caught about 1,000 flies. Collected all over Europe. Collected Sweden, Germany and Netherlands. So yeah. Oh god, the wing mirror. No, my wing mirror. Look at that, that's gross. Why are they so condensed in one spot? It's not nice. It is not nice. So yeah, there is one other motorhome here. I would like to know how badly they slept. They are closer to the main road. The main road is further over that way. So yeah, not great, not great. But today we're gonna head further across. So we're like in the middle of the country kind of thing. Still like a third of the way up. Sweden is such a long country, but we are like halfway across. So halfway between Gothenburg and Stockholm, and I'm heading to Uppsala, which is just above Stockholm, and that will be my kind of base area, sticking around there, doing a day trip to Stockholm from there. So it should be nice. So hopefully today is a nice day. Let's get started. It looks a bit cloudy today, so here we go. Let's start our trip. Simba's like, why are you recording video when you could be giving me breakfast? Hello, human, why? Get back in here. Let's go give him his breakfast. Motorhomes on the left, you see it there? Yeah. So they've got motorhome parking on this side. So, you know, you can just park. On the left side, when you come in, there is a parking sign for motorhomes. You can park here free for 4 hours to explore the Open Air Museum. You just have to get a little ticket to go in the window from the reception. So I'm gonna go get that now. Welcome to Vallby Open Air Museum. It's a bit like Beamish in the UK. It's like through time, so you can have a look. It has English underneath. I cut myself earlier, so my finger looks a bit manky. You'll have to excuse it. Entrance, allotments, the office, country store. There's a cafe over here. Lots of animals, lots of picnic areas. Prehistoric relics, very nice. Soldier's cottage, church, and village school. It's pretty much exactly like Beamish in the UK, in the northeast. Highly recommend Beamish for people. But also this is free. It looks like they do midsummer celebrations here, where they get the maypole out and dance around. Very cool. Right, let's head in. Dogs are allowed, it is completely free, so very nice. Okay, so something that I thought was going to be really easy was getting a parking disc from the reception. There is no immediate reception, so I've had to go in. It is free entry to get in Vallby Open Air Museum. I've had to go in, go to the cafe, and ask them where to get it from. They do speak English, and they said that you're supposed to have it already. You can get them at like local garages and shops. I have no idea. You could not tell me a specific place to get them from. It must just be Swedish people kind of know where to get them from. So, popping back to the motorhome now. Parked over on the right. There is parking for cars on the left. But yeah, just got to put it in your windscreen. He basically signed a piece of paper, said what time I arrived. I get 4 hours free, so I can stay out until 2:30. And putting this in the window will apparently stop me getting a fine, which would be lovely. Let's do that. They have goats in here. Look at them all. Somebody's like, what the heck are those? Very old style wooden buildings. So this is the farmstead. Vallby Museum's farmstead consists of 14 buildings, a kitchen garden, a hop garden, cropland, pastureland, meadows and a forest. The farm family included the farmer, farmer's wife, their children, maids, farmhands and elderly former owners of the farmstead, who were usually the farmer's parents or his in-laws. Interesting. Very nice buildings. I love the old style. We'll follow the path all the way around. Meets cat. Cat does not look overly thrilled. Come on, Simba. Off to see the billy goats. Oh my god, look at them, they're on top. On top of the rock. He's like, this is my rock. Pride rock of billy goats. Look at that. Majestic. It says that these animals, the goats, have adapted to Sweden's northern climate and grazing in mountains. They're endangered. Cute little cottages. And you've got the horses on that side. So this is the mission hall and the village school on the left. Popular movements developed in the 1800s. The earliest were the Free Church. Interesting. Now this is an interesting idea. Getting children to give up their dummies and hanging them on the tree. Just peer pressure them into doing it in a very public space. Seems to work. Seems to work. What does it say on the sign? Oh, I think it's a make-a-wish kind of thing. So they give up their dummy to get a wish. Önskan means a wish. It's crazy just seeing loads of boulders and rocks in the ground everywhere. It does make you wonder how the grass just kind of grows around it. You got sheep in this one. Sheep and boulders. They're all just chilling. All just chilling. So these are the Gestrike sheep or Gestrike sheep, an old strain of rustic sheep that originated in the Swedish province of Gästrikland. The ewes are small and light in weight. The colour may vary, some are black, some are brown and white. Ordinarily very tame and affectionate. Ah. This guy's just chilling. Nobody can stare at Simba. Simba's staring right back. This one is so happy. It's just living the dream. Good food. What is it even eating? Just the ground, the soil. Oh, I offended it. I apologise. More buildings. So it looks like most of these buildings are only open maybe in summertime. They open them up. I assume it'd be a very nice place to. You can see there's locks on the doors, but you can still look through the windows. I assume they just open them up for like midsummer, which would probably be a very nice time of year to visit. Warm weather, maypole is out, happy, joyful people everywhere. Very nice. And it's just off the motorway heading across from Gothenburg to Stockholm, so really easy to get to considering it's free. Well worth it. Just have a look around, give yourself a break while you're driving along. And Simba is having a blast. He's sniffing absolutely everything. Ah, fruit garden. This is a fruit garden and orchard area. It looks like the type of fruit that they grow is apples and pears. That would be very nice in summer also. And this kind of looks like a wood store, some sort of shed. Very old. I love how they use the actual boulders in the making of some of these buildings. Look at this guy posing up there. King of the castle. King of the castle. These are super old. They've even got grass on the roofs. The original eco-friendly houses. Sweden has them. Ducks. Look at all the ducks. How do you say it in Swedish? Anka?
Anka. Mm-hmm.
Anka. Little fluffy bunnies. We won't show the fluffy bunnies to Simba. He gets overexcited when he sees bunny rabbits. Cockerel's just walking down with these chickens. That is a cockerel, isn't it? Look at him go. He was just making noises. Look at the cockerels in there. I'm carrying him to be extra safe. Look at it. So cute. Cute. Oh, they've put the woods underneath. Storage, I guess. Wow, so that's where they put the machines and the carriages. Very cool. This is the manor house. It is absolutely massive. Yet again, you can't go inside, so I assume that's like a summer thing. They do have a grove of what I think is lime trees that you can walk along, so we might have a walk along there. Clearly not in full bloom at the moment, but I might just have to raise you guys up, see if you can see anything in, because it's a long, it's quite high up. It's quite high up and I can't really see, which is unfortunate. But I wonder if we can see over here if I climb the stairs. Oh, is that a cellar? Oh, a cellar. Interesting. Oh, stairs on that side leading up. What's on this side? There's something there. It looks like a pot. A massive pot. I suppose it could be made for making food. You get an excellent view of Vallby Open Air Museum from this location. Very nice. And then the grove of trees down there that you can walk along. Simba's off exploring. Let's see if we can see anything in this window. Oh, it looks like they might be building stuff inside, yeah. They're still building stuff, it looks like. Very cool. what we've noticed is they seem to fill in the gaps between the wood with what is this? With sheep's wool, which is good insulation. So very smart. I have no idea what this building is. Maybe just a water pump? Simba's off. What are you doing, Simba? You can't go up there. I have to go down the ramp. And this is the little square with the cafe. This is the cafe here. It's the first day it's starting to drizzle. So we've hit unlucky with the weather so far. Oh, here is a old telephone box. Obviously doesn't have any telephone in, but very cool. Very cool. They're massive. So after walking around for about an hour, we've completed all of Vallby Open Air Museum. So it's just a nice little stopover location. There's absolutely loads of picnic tables, so if the weather was really nice, you could just stop by, eat your food in a really nice place, and off you go. So now we are going to head on to Uppsala, which is a big city just north of Stockholm. It's going to be one of our main bases. Today we're going to be on just like a park for night site that I looked at, which is just outside of the city centre, and should be nice. We don't really need a campsite for today, so let's head to it. Some people stay here overnight, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to stop up here and reverse into a spot, and that's it. So, this is the car park site just opposite a Nun's Hog runestones. There is a cafe over there. Might check that out and see if it's actually open or whether that's a seasonal thing. But we are heading over the road to these. Let's see. The only parking restrictions you have is that you can stay here for 12 hours. So get here later on an evening, I would say, if you want to stay overnight. But otherwise, it's a pretty excellent spot if you just want to stop off and visit the runestones. So, here's some signs that they have up. The Nun's Hog is the largest tumulus in Sweden, 14 meters high and 60 meters in diameter. These burial mounds were probably built over cremation sites where the dead body was cremated together with the burial gifts. We do not know who was buried here, but it was probably an important man, perhaps a king. In the Middle Ages, general assemblies were held at a Nun's Hog. Perhaps the locals stood on the mound or within the boundaries of a stone ship and discussed matters of importance. So these burial mounds, that's how they bury the important people in Sweden. And one of the places we will be heading to in Uppsala is the burial mounds. Smaller stone circles, there's one over there, and there's one over here. Oh, another one over there. Another one over there. Lots of stone circles. Simba's having a blast. You enjoying yourself, Simba? Oh, he's off. As the Swedish would say, the thing! The thing took place at a Nun's Hog all through Middle Ages. This was a meeting point for the local inhabitants. The thing settled legal disputes, e.g. concerning the ownership of land or the property, and it sentenced criminals. During the 1450s, the thing was moved to Badelunda Church, 1 kilometre further north. What is the thing? That is the question. I have no idea. Let's take these steps up one of the burial mounds. This looks like the biggest one. This must have been what they think is a king. There goes Simba doing his zoomies. Don't mind the dog. But yeah, I feel like it's more respectful to take the steps up rather than just climbing up one of these mounds on the grass side. This is the only one with steps. And hopefully we'll get a good view at the top. Almost to the top. Almost. Here we are. Oh wow. That is quite the view. You've got the rune stones on the left. And you've got this one, which is the biggest. It looks like a figure 8 or infinity symbol, whichever way you look at it. Interesting. Very cool. And also, the view from the top. Very nice. Very cool. There also seems to be rune stones along this edge, like defining the boundary maybe. Well, it's well worth coming to an Unshog rune stones. Very nice. I've now seen Swedish rune stones. An achievement has been made. So these are the rune stones that run alongside the main ones. Time to touch a rune stone. My Swedish ancestry. Wow. So this board tells you about why it was here. Folkvid raised all these stones for his son Hedin, brother of Anund. Vred carved the ruins. This is the wording of the stone. Ah, there's a stone in front of me. Folkvid was a prominent man in Badaluda. He paid for this remarkable stone that has an illustration unique among Swedish runic stones. So he erected all of these stones along the front. Beautiful, intricate designs. To think someone did this by hand, amazing. Wow, these are so big up close. Some of these are probably about 7 foot tall. Very nice. Look at that. Oh, someone's lit candles there. I wonder if they were celebrating Walpurgis here. Touch the rock. Very cool. Oh yeah, so these are supposed to represent ships. Maybe that rock in the centre represents a mast. We don't really know. But yeah, obviously these come around the side and into a point at the back. So maybe they are representing the size of the ship. Pretty cool. Viking ships. Confirm that there was Walpurgis celebrations here. It's still steaming away a little bit, the bonfire. Very cool though. I bet it looked amazing last night. This is the little cafe next to it. I'm gonna pop in. It looks like it's open. There's people outside eating, so fingers crossed. Let's see. Fortunately, the cafe is not dog friendly, and it's a bit too cold today to be sat outside because it's been first day of actual drizzle, drizzle and rain. So I'm gonna head back to the motorhome instead. Back we go, Simba. We're parked at a place called Vallby Staden. It's a big shopping centre. You get 3 hours free parking. Pretty great place to park. I've now parked at the far end, so it's overhanging on the grass and loads of space. And obviously it's not very full, so pretty good place to park. Vallby Staden is just outside of Uppsala as well, so pretty close to the centre, but obviously you can get your shopping in. There's food court, there's normal shopping, clothes shopping, so yeah, pretty much an all-rounder place to go. Okay, so parked up for the night. I'm parked at a place called Plantskolan, which is just south of Uppsala city centre. It seems like a pretty cool little spot. I think I saw this one on Park for Night as well. No one else is here apart from this one car, and they are walking their dog currently in the forest. So it seems like it's going to be a really quiet spot. It's actually really warm now. It's warmed up a lot, and I think it's going to be a good night. So definitely quiet spot, very cool, out of the way. So fingers crossed we have a nice night. And we might have visitors, which is a little bit scary because the visitors are not particularly friendly. I will turn around. There are known to be wild boars in this area. You do get wild boars in all of Sweden, but there are known to be 2 in the Uppsala area. I know people who live in and around this area, and they have said, like, be careful. So, yeah, this is one of the paths into the forest. Up here, there is also a path over in this corner, and one over here next to that car, which I assume they took that path, but you never know. Maybe we'll have a little walk in the morning, maybe tonight, we'll see. See how exhausted we are, because last night was not so good for sleeping. It was a really disturbed night's sleep that we had, so yeah, fingers crossed. Well, I'm pretty sure today is going to be a much better sleep. Maybe I'll even sleep in, which is unheard of in the motorhome. So yeah, tomorrow we're off to Gamla Uppsala to stay overnight. Have a look around that area. It's a really nice place. It has a really good park-up spot for motorhomes. A very well-known spot. I think that's also on Park for Night. So yeah, let's see how it goes. But for tonight I'm going to enjoy the peace and quiet. I could hear a woodpecker earlier in the trees. Very cool. And lots of birds tweeting away. So very nice, very nice. So far, really enjoying it. I'm glad I'm up in the area that I wanted to spend the most time. So I'll probably travel to Stockholm from Uppsala train station at some point in the next few days. Today is currently Thursday, so yeah, I think Tuesday is Stockholm Day. So yeah, let's explore while we're here. Pretty cool. While talking about wildlife in this area, obviously I've mentioned wild boars, which you have to be super careful of. The 2 that are known to be local have not attacked anyone yet, which is why they haven't sent the hunters out for them, which they do when wild boars become a dangerous threat to the local population. There's also moose, which are very rare, I will say that. I have not seen one yet since being in Sweden. I really wanted to see one in the wild, but apparently they mainly stay in the forest during the day and come out at night time to get food, so quite rare to find one. And the other thing is wolves. Wolves are very common in Sweden. In this area that I'm in now, between Uppsala and Stockholm, there are known to be 3 packs of wild wolves. So yeah, gonna have to be extra vigilant, particularly when out with Simba, because I assume they will be able to smell him from quite a distance away. Whether they choose to stay away or whether they choose to come closer is a whole different matter. But yeah, I'm being extra careful, not straying too far into the woods, but still going to enjoy it while I'm here and not be too overly scared. I mean, the locals enjoy it, so why shouldn't I? So yeah, I'll leave it there. Potentially for tonight. It might be an early night for me, so yeah. See you in the morning. I'm going to enjoy myself in the peace and quiet and listen to all the birds tweeting away. Out we go. Back to the motorhome.